Greetings, everybody. I am about to do another live stream for you guys. For those of you who are just logging into your accounts, or maybe for those of you who don't know me, my name is LightWorker, and I do tarot psychic readings, and I also do Akashic records reading. I do provide nutritional counseling. I am a nutritionist, but I also got trained in the art of holistic and metaphysical healing. You can always visit my website, www.amalightworker.com, to know more about me. You are going to find my contact information. You can always email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. If you look down here below in the show more description box, click on it and you're going to find all of my information. So I wasn't able to do every single sign for this month, but I was able to do the Vimeo videos. And for those of you who are interested, the link for the Vimeo videos, for those of you who are interested for download and purchase, is down here below. And you are also going to notice the join button or a link to join the membership program for those of you who are interested in the membership program. The membership program basically is a secret YouTube page where I do post additional information, additional readings for each sign of the zodiac. And it's very, very affordable. It has 3 different tiers. The first tier is an additional extended reading for each sign of the zodiac. The second tier, on top of that, it will also provide you with a mid-month update specifically for each sign of the zodiac. And the third tier will provide you with an energy clearing and Akashic records healing each and every month. So you can find all of that information posted down here below. So I see a few people on the chat: Stephanie, Abstract Wellness, Rebecca Colasiello, Adara, Love 888 Spirit. Okay, so that was just the introduction. I will now start to go in the records and see what they have to tell you about this month. And let's see what happens, okay? And also, for those of you who don't get notified, check whether you are subscribed and turned on the notification bell. That could be an issue. So this way, make sure that the notification bell is turned on, so that this way you always get notified for any activities that may be taking place in my channel. And do pay attention to the community tab. I'm going to try to announce it in the community tab right before I go live. So that's another way to let you know, guys, when is it that I'm going to be live next. Okay. Oh, hi, Deb. How are you? Yeah, she just had a reading today. Alice and Reed, how are you? Okay. There's a sense that a lot is shifting, and for each and every one of us, we're going to have a unique experience. Either you're going to feel that from slow, now you're going fast, or the opposite, from fast, now things are going to slow down. A lot of your thoughts, or there's going to be a lot in your mind about nutrition, diet, health in general. I'm not saying that it's only in connection to the pandemic, but it does feel that each and every one is going to be reawakened to a new reality, particularly if it is connected to someone's health, your general health, your general well-being. You are now going to feel that you are getting back in the game, but now you feel that you need to set a few boundaries for yourself. For some of you, this could be setting boundaries in a relationship, setting boundaries between you and a child that you have, setting boundaries between you and a friend, setting new boundaries between you and a partner or a business partner, setting boundaries between anything and everything and you, your time and your space. In my previous channelings, I did emphasize that for a lot of us, our intuition is going to skyrocket. Our psychic ability is going to skyrocket. Right now, they're telling me a little bit in 2 or 3 days from now, it's going to be time for all of us to kind of settle, to be more grounded, to be more settled, because all of these new energies around us, right now, they need to settle. For those of you who have been feeling a little bit tired, fatigued, restless, sleepless, or sleepy, now it feels like gradually your body is going to readjust again and you're going to start to feel normal. If you have been experiencing these symptoms, it's simply a sign that now the new energy needs to settle. Remember that new energy could be your mental ability, your mental focus, your emotional state, emotions, could be your physical body, okay, that needs to settle, readjust, and also your energetic dimensional space. They would like to remind each and every one of you that you are not alone. Many of you are taking a very particular interest in other religions, other cultures, a new spiritual paradigm. In angels in particular, I get lots of images of angels, and they are telling me like a lot of people now are getting dreams about angels, they're reading about angels, they could be hearing other people talking about angels. It's very important that you keep your ground, you fight your battles, you stand up for yourself, but doing so in dignity and doing so in the right and the proper way. They're talking about a circumstance, okay, this may be happening to you, this could be happening to people around you, where somebody is going to accuse somebody else of doing something. You know, when you point fingers, you did this, or you did this wrong, or you said you would do this and you didn't do it. So I have a sense that if this is you and you are affected by this circumstance, whether it's happening to you, you are the accuser or the accusee, or it's just happening to other people around you, I have a sense that pretty soon the circumstance will be clarified, because it will come down to a simpler error, to a simple mistake, to a simple error, to a simpler mistake. I don't feel here that whoever is the party being accused, they are doing anything wrong. They could be totally unaware of any wrongdoing, and if it is that they did something wrong, they are not aware of it. So they didn't do that on purpose. They are also talking about things happening in your immediate environment, in your home, around the neighborhood. For a lot of us, they're saying that it's now time for us to be a little bit more aware and to guard what's happening in the neighborhood. For some of you, you may be hearing about a neighbor calling the police, disputes, disturbances around the neighborhood. Now, if you are somebody who some time ago, you suspected that somebody stole something from you, from your home, from your computer, files, it feels like either now the circumstance will go to the proper authorities, could be going to the proper authorities at work, a report will be done, the proper authorities, maybe police will be involved, or courts. For some of you, it is about still continuing with the legal proceedings of these courts, lawsuits, and anything else of that nature. You have the wrong idea about, or the wrong, or maybe not quite the right perspective when it comes to family-related circumstance. Because for a lot of us, no matter what your zodiac sign is, there's going to be a portion of these family matters that will be coming to a surface. For some of us, they're going to be very mild, okay, very little, maybe not that important, but for other ones, they're going to be important. What is happening in the family, fights, disputes, family events, things that are happening that are affecting the entire family. Pay attention to your family relations at this time. This is not the time for you to feel cast away from your family, because sometimes that is just a feeling, doesn't mean that anybody is casting you away. So try to see, why do you feel that way? Is it just your perception of it, or this is truly happening? And if you feel that you always feel like that, this is the right time for you to investigate your feelings. Okay, maybe talk to a psychologist, do some therapy. If you like to go in a different direction, maybe with a spiritual form of therapy, go in that direction. For many of us, we are getting ready to deal with our emotions. If you have never felt ready before to figure out what is the source of this feeling that I'm feeling, because it is becoming a problem for me now. Okay, to address any phobias that you may have, whether you like to hire a hypnotist, whether you like to hire a therapist, a holistic treatment about it, hypnosis, meditation, it doesn't matter. It's your choice. The important thing is that you find a way to now address these matters, because little by little you are feeling more ready. For some of us, specifically, these feelings could be feelings of isolation, feeling constantly misunderstood, feeling constantly alone or abandoned, phobias of water, fire, a constant sense of fear, fear of money, not having enough money, fear of financial ruin, fear of poverty. Because the circumstance that has happened, okay, in the last few months of our lives, it served to bring to surface all of these old feelings. Okay, at some point that fear intensified, and some people felt even angry. You did also experience some feelings of anger. So this is the time now to start addressing these matters. Even if you talk to a friend about it, even if you talk to a family member about it, the sense that the Akashic records are giving me is that once you start to open up about this stuff, you are going to be surprised by how many people are going to tell you, oh my God, I feel the same way. Okay, so you're going to feel more encouraged to talk about these maybe secret feelings or maybe secret thoughts, just to take it off. And that's the best thing that you can do during this mid-July 2020. That's the best use of your energy. Another best use of your energy would be for you, if you had any ideas, to follow through with those ideas by having a plan. Write things down. What do you need to make this plan happen? What is the first step? What is it that you can do this week, okay, to achieve the first step? What is it that you can do the second week to achieve the first step? So take it one thing at a time. And also issues of timing. If you were affected by the timing of things, maybe you were waiting for something to happen, so that would allow you to do or not to do something. If you work with a team of people and other people are not doing their projects on time, again, timing issue. It feels like now whoever has been affected by timing issue, things going too slow, delays, too fast, too soon. Now it feels like there's going to be a better rhythm of the timing of everything. It's very important that you understand that in the larger scheme of things, everything is going to be okay. Nothing will happen with these delays, timing issues that will prevent you, okay, from doing something major in your life. Okay, if it's not meant to be done now, it will be done later, but nothing will happen that will affect you, that will affect your life drastically. It's very important that you learn to breathe, calm down, and then do what you can do today. And they are emphasizing today, what can you do? Okay, so it is about your daily routine. How is there anything that maybe you can change to make your daily routine maybe more practical, more efficient? Your daily routine with your chores, your personal life, your family life, your work time. So look upon these things. They're also telling me that for some of you, you are going to be looking at the history of your name, how you got your name, how, if you have a middle name, how you got that. If you have been experiencing in your life, when you change your last name, when you get married, most women do change the last name. When you get divorced, most women, some decide to keep the last name, some don't. You could be looking at these matters. If you have a website, if you have a Facebook page, if you have a profile on social media, you may be thinking, should I change my name that I have there a little bit? Should I add more information to my profile or delete some information from my profile? So you are going to be looking at everything that you have on your social media, okay? And how do you present yourself on social media? If you are posting your resume, whether it is a LinkedIn, whether it is a different website, maybe some of that information needs to be changed or updated now, because it speaks to who you are. There's a sense that a lot of people will be doing a job search. Many people are going to feel like, I feel like I want to change my job. I feel like I just want to go in a different direction. I didn't feel ready before, but now I feel like I just want to go in a different direction with my job, with my career, or just get a whole new job entirely that is not connected to your current job or to your current profession. And that's why how you are presented on social media will be important, particularly with because that's the first thing that employers are going to see. Okay, so what is the first impression, the first vibe that you give when you meet people in person, when you meet people online, when you are looking for a job and a professional meeting, when you are in a meeting? Think about these things. Perfect time for you to make those changes that you feel confident that are going to change, they're going to boost, that first impression that you give out there. They're talking about how for some people, maybe some old recurring condition could be coming back, could be digestion, could be stomach, could be intestines, a skin condition, blood pressure situation, eczema, discoloration of the skin, sun stains, like I have one right here and on the other side. So there could be like some sort of a chronic condition, some symptoms of it may be coming back, maybe not necessarily full on the condition. So again, this is that wake-up call that something has to change in the way how you take care of your body, your health routine, medications that maybe you could be taking, treatments that maybe you are doing. This is the time to get in action, to get things done. If you wanted to do some home repairs or figure out if you have the budget to do repairs, to purchase something new, to remodel, repair, this is time for you now to figure out your budget and get a few estimates, okay, so that you can give yourself an opportunity here to have the best deal. Consult a few people to get an estimate before you decide to proceed with anything. But they are also showing me how you are going to be able to attract new people. These new people, these new acquaintances may end up being very good friendships to you. You could be attracting during this time somebody who wants to partner up with you in some way, to work on a project, to work on a work project, to work on a portfolio, on a case, maybe to do some business together, or to partner up in other forms. And they're talking about sexual healing. They're talking about how for some people could be very frustrating, maybe not to feel fulfilled, okay? Because fulfilling this carnal desire, it is such a basic need. And for some of you, you need to look at, is it your health? Is it something in connection to your health that maybe becomes a problem? What is blocking your sexual flow, particularly for those of you who are couples, okay? And they're talking about not a lot of people, but definitely there's people out there who are getting to know someone else. And this energy for singles, people who not just are single, but they are also open to meeting new people. They're talking about how this energy is starting now in the next couple of days, and it will last well into March 2021. For those of you who are open to meeting new people. And I understand some people are just afraid of getting a virus and they just prefer not to. But there's a sense that for some of you singles out there, somebody, a friend, an acquaintance, a family member, a loved one may be approaching you with the idea, hey, I was thinking of introducing you to somebody, or I know this other person and I think that he would be a good match for you. There's also, I am also picking up that vibe around some of you singletons. And singletons is not a word that I would use personally. I'm just here to tell you word for word what the Akashic records are telling me. And they're using the word singleton in a very dashing way, almost like the old-fashioned way, like very Victorian-like, where a gentleman, a true gentleman, used to court a woman before. There was like that pleasure and that passion of courting woman the old-fashioned way. And there's no coincidences why they are bringing this forth. So that's got to be significant to some of you, to some of my viewers out there. And please don't forget to like, share this video. There could be other people that could find this information useful. I get piles or like stacks of paper. Some people may be going over bills. Some people could be going through old photo albums, old CDs, old music. I even get the old-fashioned cassettes because we are at that point of evolution where cassettes, they were not long ago, but technology advances so fast. Now they became like old-fashioned. You're going to go through drawers. You may be finding old phones, old cords that maybe you don't use, extension cords, chargers. Some of you could be doing some trading something old for something new. Could be a cell phone, could be a car. You could be looking to getting a deal, into trading something or getting a discount if you turn something in and trying to purchase something new. For some of you, if you drive, pay attention to your car. They're talking about your car maybe overheating. So maybe also pay attention to if you are parking your car in a spot that tends to be very hot. It is summertime. In the US, for example, right now, pay attention to the heater, pay attention to the boiler. This could also be the boiler in your home. Changing of the oil, okay, and I'm not a car mechanic, but is there a part of the car that has water or could be having some water issues? Because this is also indicated for some people having car trouble in that way. If you felt a little bit blocked with your intuition, or if you are creative, and you know some people get that creative block, or like a writer's block is called, it's only a sign that you needed to slow down and get that energy. Those ideas just needed to settle, because I have a sense that after the 18 or after the 20 of July, you are going to feel inspired again. So no more with that writer's block, or your intuition being blocked. And some people are saying could be the radiator that they're talking about. So some sort of a car trouble that if you take your car for a checkup, you could be able to prevent that, or at least you have an idea that, you know, next thing to be fixed in your car could be this issue or another issue. You could be feeling a little bit like you're going to witness people going crazy over something. This could be in a family setting. This could be in an outing. You're out with people. This could be you just witnessing people like overreacting. And you're going to be like, what did that person say? What did that person do? Or maybe even witnessing people being a little bit more violent. And then Norman, you're going to be like, what the hell? You're going to feel like everybody else is going crazy around you. And probably that already happened for some of you. When you feel like everybody else is going crazy and you're just trying to keep calm and pretend like, okay, I have nothing to say in the matter. I'm just minding my own business. Like, who wants to get involved with these crazy people who are having this crazy or over-exaggerated reaction? They want me to talk a little bit about the water signs. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. They're talking about how at least one matter, one event that seems to be important that you are dealing with right now in your life, now will finally go in the right direction. Now, you may feel like, but I thought the right direction to go was this way. And the universe says, no, no, no. This matter is going to proceed, but it's going to proceed in a different direction because this is the best direction. So at this point, water signs. A circumstance that is at the most important right now may go in a slightly different direction that you thought. Embrace it, because that's going to be the right direction to go. You're going to be facing a real possibility here to make a little bit more money, to partner up with somebody to generate more money, or to partner up in a romantic sense, or even to partner up in a sexual sense. Not every sexual encounter is necessarily romantic, and not every romantic encounter is necessarily sexual. So they're going to let you think of that for a moment. The Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Give me 1 second. They're telling me something. I just need to figure out what they're trying to tell me. I need to look at something. Okay, Taurus, what did they say? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Are this the sign represented with the pentacle, the earth sign, I think they're called? They're talking about domestic issues, okay? Domestic issues that may come up for you to figure out to address them at this time. Could also be for some of you domestic dispute, home repairs, maybe not necessarily having financial problems, but sitting down with someone with whom you share finances. You may be sharing finances, for example, with a roommate, you have to pay rent together. With a family member, you have to pay a mortgage together. With a husband, a wife, or a business partner, someone with whom you are financially affiliated, associated. You're going to have to sit down and figure out here, maybe a new way, or you just need to count, you need to see all of the expenses, where all of the expenses are going, where money is coming in, where money is going. There could be something there for you to reconsider again, because something may not be right. So if you have a joint account with someone, okay? If you do business with somebody and you are financially linked together, it's time for you to go over new agreements, set those boundaries again, even if it is your wife or your husband, still some boundaries need to be set, or even if it is your child and your child has access to your bank accounts and finances. Boundaries, contracts, go over. You need to figure out new rules. You have to figure out, you have to be like, okay, that was then, but under the light of this new circumstance, that's how we need to do things now. And these are my personal rules. That's what I want. So that is mostly for the earth signs specifically. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And now they want me to talk about Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You need to figure out how to do something the proper way, whether it is having to fill out a form, having to apply for a job, having to deal with the legalities of the circumstance, having to figure out what office to contact, what forms do you need, what's the proper and legal way to do this, getting a certification, getting a license, getting a permit. If you're closing down on a business deal, what do you need to know? Or if you are starting up a business from a legal point of view, what is it that you need to know? If you are dealing with a divorce, if you are dealing with things in connection to a divorce, like spousal support or children's custody, or, you know, the monthly payment that maybe you get from your partner, okay, for these children, you have to go over these matters. Or this could be maybe you didn't have to deal with these matters before, but for some of you, you may have to deal with them now. So perfect time for you guys to go over some financial matters and to look at it with the possibility of how to increase your finances. It feels like you are in the flow here to benefit financially, okay, if you were to play your cards right. And this is going to make sense to you if it does apply to you directly. And I think next, or the last ones, are the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Okay, so allow me to hear what the Akashic records have specifically to tell you about that. Think through. Okay, if you need to execute a plan, again, make sure that you are going through each and every step. They're talking about business plans. They're talking about deals. They're talking about sudden surprises, sudden ways for you to be noticed. Whether it is in the dating scene, in the work, to be noticed with work, to be noticed by the right audience for you, or to be noticed by that one person who maybe wants to help you in some ways to help you to achieve a personal matter, a personal success. They're telling me that when it comes to your influence on social media, when it comes to your influence among family members, among groups of people that you belong to, communities that you belong to, among friendships, your influence is going to skyrocket. You have no idea how much influence you have. Air sign, okay, so Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And do not be surprised if people, so to speak, are coming out of the shadows to let you know that how in some ways you have inspired them, you have helped them. They're going to let you know how you have been influencing them. And they're emphasizing your positive influence that you don't know that you have on other people. In some ways you do know what the positive influence you have on others, but they're talking about what you do not know. Okay, and little by little you're going to start to come out of the shadows. You're going to feel a little bit more ready to talk about things that maybe before you weren't ready to talk to a partner, a spouse, a friend, or even to address an audience that you may have, people who follow you on social media. But you may be facing surprises, good surprises, opportunities coming at you out of nowhere, related to a business, related to expanding your career, related to a possibility to maybe generate some money on the side. People may just show up to kind of help you with technological issues. If you are having technological issues, people are just going to show up. They're going to feel to you like God sent. People are showing up at the right time, giving you the right information that maybe you were looking for, the right suggestion. So it feels like, where is it that you may be running into a little problem? You are also going to be blessed, because you're going to be connected with people, acquaintances, that are just going to show you a way to resolve it. And you are also going to be able to attract people who are going to give to you practical help, because for a lot of air signs, they're telling me what you truly need right now. You need practical help, not only practical advice. Okay. Don't forget to hydrate. Always keep that hydration going. For some people, you may be experiencing a little bit of a lower back pain. And if it is becoming too much for you, you may want to address it with a doctor. And I want to remind some of my viewers, because they're telling me that some of my viewers are afraid of going to clinics and doctors' hospitals because of the pandemic. So they're saying, if you are hurting in some way, don't let the fear of the virus get in the way. You have to see a doctor. You have to go to a hospital, particularly if it is connected to lower back pain. That's what they're showing me. So you have to find a way to beat the fear. In other words, this is the moment where courage is going to come forth for each and every one of us. Courage, 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 and determination, because we got disconnected from our courage, from our determination. Now, little by little, we are going to rebuild our sense of determination, our sense of courage, and that is going to help a lot of us who maybe are dealing with a sense of hesitation or procrastination or other issues or other issues. So that's all they have to tell you for the time being. I'm just going to go and look at a few comments here. Let me see, because I'm told to take a look at a few comments. So give me a moment and be patient. I just have to scroll up and down the chat. Okay. Oh, thank you, Moon Directed. Thank you so much. Oh, small wildfires on the freeway 200 miles away from home. You had your heater full blast in the middle of summer. Wow, that's a bummer. Okay. So, Adara, I don't know how to say your name. Is it time for you to move to Georgia? Understand that the way that the Akashic records work is, they know you, they know everything about you, but I don't know you. So I need to have a little bit more information, okay, in order for me to find the right words to tell you what they're trying to tell you, because they're saying it's not quite yet because something else needs to happen, but also you don't seem quite ready for that move yet. In a few months, it feels like you're going to be ready, and like there's something that needs to happen for this move to Georgia. And I see the journey online. Okay, I'm just going to take 2 or 3 more questions. If anybody has one, please feel free to type now. As I said, 2 or 3 more questions. That's all the Akashic records are allowing me to do today. So I'm going to wait a moment because I know not everybody is very fast in typing. Steph, welcome, Steph. So Steph is a member of the mid-month reading update. I'm talking about the join program. So again, for other people who wanted to join my membership program, either click on the join button right here next to subscribe, or there's a link in the show more description box down here below. You just click on that link and you're going to have a sense of all of the tiers, the prices, and they're very, very affordable. Rebecca Colasiello, will my sister's health improve? I'm told that your sister needs to be a little bit more determined into wanting to get better. So in this particular case right now, her feeling ready or wanting to feel better is going to help to shift her health. But I get a sense that as of right now, where she stands right now, around September, she's going to have a significant improvement. Nancy L, how can you support your kids in the right time, in this time right now? So I don't know how old your children are. It may be beneficial for me to know that, but they're saying encourage them. Encourage them. So that's what they're saying, encourage them, but at the same time also give them maybe the privacy or the space that they need. But encouragement is number one recommended that you can do right now. Aisha Gardner, what is my life purpose? Aisha, this is a little bit more of a private question. Okay, so for people who have questions of this kind that are a little bit more private, please do consider a private reading. For the space that I'm allowed to give advice right now, this is a public space. I'm just going to ask what is safe for them to reveal to you in this public space, okay? Because the Akashic records are very respectful of your privacy, and certain things should not be said in public, okay? So what you need to know that is connected to your life purpose, it's not 100% your purpose. This is a part of your life purpose. As I said, you may want to contact me for a private reading to know more, but they're saying what you need to know right now is that you are meant to reinvent yourself time and time again. And I also get a sense that you are meant to have a life where you constantly move from one place to another place, and you may be feeling like you need to have roots somewhere. You need to feel like this is, my home, and this is, where I need to create a permanent home. And they're saying, no, the permanent home that you are looking is for you to feel safe in your heart, to feel safe internally, to feel grounded internally, to feel connected with yourself. Because part of your life purpose is to travel, to live in different places, and to reinvent yourself every time that you please, every time that you want, every time that you choose to reinvent yourself. And I hope that that is making sense to you, Aisha. So ML Guyen, you have to let me know what is it the career they're talking about, and what exactly did you study in school? So your question is, should I follow the career I went to school or a different path? You have to be more specific. You have to say, like, this is what I studied in school, this is what I graduated from, but this is the career that I have now. Which one should I choose, or which one would be a best fit for me? Okay, so this is just another example of letting you know, like, the more precise your question is, the more precise the answer will be. Because again, the Akashic records know you, but I don't know you personally. And I'm just a messenger here. So I have a sense, ML Guyen, that what you went to school for, what you did study in school, it's not 100% connected to your life path. okay, to your life purpose. I have a sense that you're going to have two different careers, two different professions in your lifetime. You're going to have one to begin with, and then at some point, you are going to switch to a different profession. So in your entire life, you're going to have two different professions, and both of these professions are only partially connected to what you studied in school. They're not going to be 100% connected to what you studied in school. Should I continue to work with my high school reunion group? So moon directed, when are you guys planning on doing this high school reunion, and what state or country are you located? Because I have a sense that only half are willing to show up, and the other half doesn't feel confident just yet for a big social outing. And I'm told that you're going to have better chances by the end of next year to have even a bigger party or even more fun with your high school reunion. But for right now, to have an idea of who's going to show up and what you're going to do, I have a sense, can you organize like a Zoom meeting with a few people just to chat just for fun? It feels like what you personally need right now. It feels like this kind of reunion, maybe over Zoom, over Skype, when you get to chat with a few people at the same time, reminisce over all times. That's what your soul needs right now. Okay, so start with that one. And I have a sense that continue to work with my... So it's a matter of who's going to show up. They're saying like there's a lot of people who are not willing to show up this year, but they will next year. Working on the personal attack I just went through. Moon directed, I don't know what the personal attack was, but I don't have a sense that this is going to prevent you. If that was your concern, the personal attack, I don't have a sense that it's going to be a big deal. I don't have a sense that you're going to do this. So I have a sense that other people are kind of fighting or defending or protecting you behind your back. You don't know about it. I have a sense that you're actually going to get a lot of support. And if it is a matter of a personal attack, I don't have a sense that you're going to let this get in the way of you going to this high school reunion. However, they are still emphasizing the joy and the fun you're going to have just to have like a Zoom meeting with a few people from your high school. So there's a question, S3V3NFR33. I have a degree in religion and I teach Arabic. Is this my path? This is only part of your path. Okay, this is only part of your path, because I also get that on your own time, on your spare time, just for fun, I have a sense that you are going to be drawn to numbers and you're going to have fun reading about numerology. Okay, and learning, the meaning of numbers, because for some reason it is connected to you teaching Arabic. And I know that it's not going to make sense right now how you teach in Arabic. The Arabic culture is connected to numerology, but they're telling me that there's a lot of this knowledge that kind of originated in these countries, and you do have a past lifetime where you actually lived in Arab countries. Understand that when the Akashic records talk about past lifetimes, they also mean that not only you lived in a different lifetime, but it was also a different dimension. So how we know the Arabic countries to be today, they were completely different in a different dimension, and you actually had a lot of success. So I don't know where you're from, or I don't know why you are drawn to the Arabic language in this lifetime, but that's where the connection is coming. So have fun with numbers. Learn the symbolism of numbers. Okay, so expand on what you do, they're saying. Oh, thank you. Vector Destroyer, you got quite a name there. Okay, thank you for the compliment. Oh, hi, Max420. He's saying that he's new, but he loves my stuff. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so I have confirmation from somebody. He's saying you were looking into it last night. So there are no coincidences. So even if it is only for your own pure enjoyment, look into it, because I have a sense that you are going to add that to what you do. It's going to be maybe something that you're going to be doing on the side. And by the way, where do you live? Where are you from? For some reason, the Akashic records are asking me to know that. I don't know why, but they want me to know that about you. Okay, I mean, if you don't want to type, it's fine. They just wanted to expand on something. Okay, so I guess. Oh, thank you, Nancy L. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So that's all for tonight. Please do consider having a private reading, because some of your questions were a little bit more private, a little bit more specific. And if you'd like to contact me for a private reading, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com, or please visit my website, www.amalightworker.com. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and do consider joining the membership program, where you're going to have access to a lot more videos, a lot more information that you get right here on this space. And I will connect with you in the next live stream. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.